should be fun. Type 2. But isn't that the best kind? I think I can see the outline of my van. Oh, what a sight. What a sight. What a fucking ridiculously long day. Hello everyone. I'm at the Agua Caliente Park, the starting point of my 11+ hour bike ride from 2 days ago. You're about to watch what could be described as an ill-advised solo bike ride. A few things that I did not account for before taking off would be that I will reach a point where turning around is not an option and Mount Lemmon is still ahead. I will run out of water and need a refill somewhere, which I was fortunate to get as a motorist stopped, asked me for directions, I asked him for water, and we both left happy. And I did not expect darkness to play a role, so I actually removed the headlamp from my hip pack, which normally I take on most rides. Not that I'm trying to make this ride sound all sorts of epic or dangerous. Basically, barring a bad crash, the worst scenario played out, which was running out of daylight, and everything was okay. I saw this route on Strava, as I had just started following Russell Finsterwald, who almost got me killed, by the way. Just kidding, Russell. He rode this loop called the Lemmon Loop with Keegan Swenson, of all people, 2 of the top 5 gravel pros in the world. He titled his ride, "If you're going to do dumb stuff, do it on the weekend." I hope you enjoy this video. Oops. Those might help. Mile 0, here we go. Now we climb Redington Rd. It's definitely the steep one, probably about 1,400 feet. This pavement ends in about 1/4 mile. Oh, we're 9 1/4 miles in, and we're just approaching where Andrew and I stayed last night and had a nice fire. Great spot, great views of the city. Probably come back tonight, hopefully. We're on mile 15, still on the rolling hills, kind of at the top of Redington. It rolls up and down for, 6 or 8 miles. Wow, there's a whole bunch of them. Glad they're scared of me. That's pretty wild. Look at that view. Oh man, we get to go down a lot more. This is a descent that does not end. I can hardly imagine a worse place to actually wipe out than on a road like this, going 30 miles an hour. That'd just be terrible. I'd be so messed up. But we are near the bottom because saguaros have reappeared. And frankly, this is like the redwood forest of saguaros because they are huge. Look at the size of these things. Well, we are at mile 30 now. Still on Redington Road. The descent is over. We probably descended 1,300 feet altogether. Feels like a lot more. Well, we're on a little section of pavement, and I had read about this online. It is a very welcome respite from the bumpy gravel. Mile 42, still on pavement and enjoying that very much. We also finally have our destination in view. Plan is to ride up the old control road. It's a gravel road up the north side of Mount Lemmon. First road built to the summit of Mount Lemmon in 1920. Well, we're at mile 55, still on the Black Mine Hills Road, making our way over to the control road. Not there yet. I think when I get there, I've got a 15-mile climb. I think I'll be lucky to do that in 3 hours. And it's already 25 after 1 o'clock. I'm looking at a 4:30 to 5 o'clock arrival at the summit. It could be pretty dark by the time I see my van again. We'll see. Almost at mile 60. I think I'll have like about 9 more to go to get to the summit. Should probably take 2 hours. I was afraid of this, but hopefully it's all in the shaded areas. It's mile 64. We're walking whether there's snow or not due to cramps. Probably 4 more miles to the summit. This is what we've been walking on, God, for a couple of miles. That's looking better. There's so few options when I saw the road closed sign. I'm like, 8 miles, even if I have to walk half of it, it sounds better than turning around. That's a pretty long shot for a guy who started his ride at 7:45 in the morning. Got quite the view from here though. Oh my God. Finally, the gate, the top of this mess. Hope we can ride up that 2-mile uphill section. Then it's all downhill. Oh, it's cold next to the snow pile though. It's gonna be cold, and I'm going fast. Oh no, you fucker. You can't do that. God. I'm about halfway up this 2-mile climb and then it's all downhill. But I need that leg back. Oh, that's gonna be pretty. That makes being this cold almost worth it. Look at that. Woo! Oh my God, it's fucking cold. Occasionally, cars would approach from the rear, and their headlights would be very welcome, but they would eventually pass me. However, for the last quarter mile of the darkening descent, a perceptive motorist appeared to purposefully put on their high beams and stay behind me. Kudos to them. Had a whole lot of street lights on. For the next few miles, I could barely see the white line. This is what you call a stroke of luck, because I was locked out. Just trying to figure out a way to breach that wall. But this will work just fine. Thank you for watching, and I will catch you on the flip side.